Hey everyone, I'm Jeanine Deeb here on the final table day of the Borgata Winter Poker Open, and I'm with BJ Nemeth. We had quite a long day yesterday, but we got down to the final six.
28 players down to six, 90-minute levels. Took quite a while, but we got here.
I know it was moving kind of fast, and then all of a sudden it was like screeching halt.
The players were very deep. We lost, I think, four players right away. Everybody else, there were no short stacks, and they had to grind it out for a long time. It did speed up a little as they approached the final 10. We hit the final 10 a little early. Andy Huang had hoarded all of the chips when he busted Taylor Power in 12th place. He had 10 million in chips. That's like a third of the chips in play with 10 players left. So there wasn't a lot of chips for everyone else to go around.
Yeah, well, Andy was busy sitting there at the table playing a lot of Chinese all day, and I think it was some form of Scrabble, it looked like.
He says he has attention problems, and that helps him focus. But hey, whatever it is, it worked because he's got 10 million in chips.
Yeah, at least he kept his cool all day, I guess. But unfortunately, we lost our Player of the Year, Joe Sirach, and Jamie Kerstetter. Jamie in 22nd,
22nd,
and Joe in
14th.
14th. So
Now, Jamie also finished 12th here in our fall
yeah,
Borgata
Borgata.
Borgata Poker Open. So this is two very deep runs at Borgata WPT events for her. So we expect to see more of Jamie Kerstetter.
Yeah, she feels comfortable here. This is her home, so she does well.
So then we got to the final 10 players, and again, it ground to a halt. It took 62 hands before we got down to 9, 106 total before we reached the final 6.
And then we had the TV or the live stream final table Bubble Boy. He was very animated throughout the day. Is
Yes,
good word.
he was our emotional player, Kwang Fung. He was happy for the highs and sad for the lows. And
He kept every break. He would go look at the payouts, just I guess looking at when he wanted to shove all in, see if he can make anything happen.
Yeah, and unfortunately for him, seventh place, bubbling a WPT final table can be a bad emotional experience.
Yeah, it's probably pretty draining. But we're down to our final six. We have our Champions Club member Matt Salzberg at the table, so that's going to be pretty interesting, even though he's the short stack.
But I mean, right now the big story is Andy Huang with just under 10 million. But if I had to pick, I'm going to go away from the chip leader a little bit. Jeremy Druckmann, second or third in chips, has a ton of chips, and I'm not familiar with him before this, but he impressed me this tournament.
His major is risk management and I think psychology. So he was doing some serious work yesterday. He was giving people this stare down all day. And he was making the same type of motions with every play, even though it was taking him a long time and he was just kind of staying that way the whole day. I think it was really getting under the other player's skin.
I would say attention-wise, that would be the opposite of Andy Huang, who you can't have attention deficit and get a risk management degree, I wouldn't think.
Yes. But we kick off at 1, and live stream is going to be at 1:30, so make sure you follow all the updates at WPT Live Updates or at WPT.com, and follow us on Twitter at WPT Live Updates.